Hello, everybody. Hi, hi. How are you doing? Welcome to another module. Welcome to the third module of the training client acquisition. And in this module, we are going to be looking at market research and ideal client profiling. It's important that you are able to profile your clients or your prospects. And this module, the goal of this module is to help trainees become strategic, data driven acquisition specialists, right? So you're not just guessing, you are following through you're following through and analyzing data to give decisions and feedbacks. All right. So without much further ado, let's move into the first lesson, which is understanding the client's landscape. Understanding the client's landscape. Now, why market research matters is important. The reason why we do market research is because number one, you must know which industries are growing. You have to know which industries are growing. You have to know which industry is having a high demand for VAs or a high demand for any of these various roles. So you need to also know which industry or who is currently and actively hiring. And this is where market research comes into play. Without market research, you will not know who is currently and actively hiring. You will not know which industry is growing. Another reason why we do market research is because you need to understand the operational pain points. You need to understand what in their operation is causing them pain. What in their operation is causing them pain. Yeah. You also need to you need to do your market research properly so that you'll be able to tailor messaging to to each niche and each customers or prospects based on their pain points. Because if you don't research, you can easily send an email of, do you need lead generation specialist, to someone that is actually dealing with operational or admin task issues. It will not make sense. All right. You also need to do a market research to identify where the client spends time online, where you can find them. You'll be surprised that in all of these social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and the likes like that, they might not even be in any of these ones, and most likely be in rare gem platforms like maybe Slack or LinkedIn or on job boards or Discord. On Discord. So you need to do your market research to know where these clients spend their time online. A lot of them can just be scrolling through YouTube shorts or scrolling through Instagram or TikTok, to learn new things. And when you know that that is where they spend their time on, you will be able to reach out to them. Okay. Now, without this, without understanding, without a proper market research, outreach becomes generic. You would just send general email to them. And people receiving general email do nothing with it. That's the truth. Even if in one way or the other it might address their pain point, because it's not detailed enough, it can be ignored, right? And yeah, generic outreaches do get ignored. All right. Look at it this way. If by chance you have seen any of this content or any of this kind of posts that tells you that you can do this XYZ, and if you want to learn more, comment I need or comment send, comment this, comment that, and then you have subscribed to their email list, you have collected what you want. Any other thing that they might send, if it is not related to what you want or what you needed at that time, there is high tendency for you to ignore it. Again, why? What you need, you already have from them. Whatever they are sending that doesn't address what you need becomes generic. All right. Number two way of understanding the client's landscape is understanding the key markets that needs VAs the most. Understanding the key markets that needs VAs the most. Number one, pivotal, is real estate industry. The real estate industry is evergreen, ever large, evolving on a regular. Real estate is beyond buying and selling of land alone or properties. It's beyond that. There is the investment part to it, which I don't know how to go into the details. I don't think I want to go into the details for this course. But real estate agents needs VAs, property managers needs VA, real estate investors need VAs, Airbnb managers, owners of Airbnbs, they need VAs, right? So it's in your best interest that you understand that real estate is one of the biggest consumers of remote assistance worldwide. So if I am starting out afresh and I want to specialize and I need it urgently and now, I would rush into the real estate market because no matter how tight or no matter how competitive it is, the real estate, the real estate industry, there is always a huge demand for remote assistance day in, day out. All right. The next one are coaches and consultants. Coaches and consultants, like the business coach, life coach, the career coaches, agency mentors, online course creators. All of these people, they need remote professionals. And the reason why they need remote professionals again is so that these remote professionals or these remote assistants will bring in structure, admin support, social media management, and client success to their business, right? So they need these people. They need these people. Number three, digital agencies. Digital agencies are always in need of remote professionals, are always in need of virtual remote assistants. A good example would be marketing agencies. In will be marketing agencies, branding agencies, recruitment agencies as well, SEO agencies, web design agencies. All of these agencies, they need extra hands for repetitive tasks. There is always the need for remote professionals in this category. Number four, e-commerce business. E-commerce came into limelight as a result of Alibaba, the Amazon, and the thing about this kind of business is that they need remote professionals, especially e-commerce businesses like those on Shopify, the drop shippers, the wholesalers, the online sellers. They need, now I'm not talking about what's it called? What's it this Arike pre-order kind of thing. If you're not in Nigeria, you might not understand Arike pre-order, but it's just one of it. It's just one of it. Now, people that sell online on a large scale need remote professionals, and they need help with product listing, with customer support, ads management, operations, and the likes like that. Okay, so number 5 are startups and tech founders. Startups and tech founders. Now, startups grow fast. They grow fast, and most of the time they lack admin structure. They also need operational management, they need social media support. So if you go to platforms like Discord, um, github.io, that's github.io, you go on Slack, and you come out on Twitter, you come across new startups. A large number of them have a high demand or need for operational management, for social media support, hiring support. A lot of the times they don't even have the right documentations, hiring documentations, and they need help with it. Client communications, admin support. And again, because they are growing fast, the CEO might not have the time to chase after every of these stuffs, right? So that is where you come in. Now, number three thing you need to understand regarding the client landscape is the competitive analysis. Now, you should learn to analyze your competitors' agencies. Yes. For example, in comparison between DVI and another outsourcing agency, what is their pricing? What is their service bundle? What is their marketing message? What is their strength, their weakness? What do they post about that we are not posting about? What we post about and they're not posting about, this kind of understanding allows you to position DVI more effectively. All right. It gives you the opportunity to position DVI more effectively. Let's proceed to the important thing, creating client profile. So we talked about market research earlier, and we're talking about client profiling, ideal client profiling. You cannot just work with anybody, right? You cannot just work with anybody or everybody. There are some set of people that are easy and good to work with. Hmm? So there's this client that I had at a point in time that he always wants to cut price. Yeah. So when you have had a conversation that um when you've had a conversation that this is the price range, and or he will tell you, okay, let's go, let's it's good to go. Then he will reach out to you like an hour later or 2 hours later. I don't think I can work with that price. Is there a discount? Is there this? Is there that? It's not a kind of client you want to work with, trust me. So an IPC, that's ideal client profiling, defines who we want to attract. As simple as that. Who we want to attract. Now, not everybody is a good client. And for people that have worked with clients before, you understand what I am saying. Not everyone is a good client. Now, what must be contained in a strong IPC? What should be contained in a strong IPC? Number one, the demography. That's demography in terms of location, You can jot down. Yeah, I believe you'll be jotting down in terms of location, in terms of industry, the company size. What is their company size? The revenue range. How much do they earn? So when you are billing them, you know how much they can afford. That's number one in terms of demography. Then number two is psychography or psychographics. Psychographics has to do with emotions. It has to do with emotions, has to do with their thought pattern, their thought process. So number one thing you would want to look at is their overwhelmed level. How overwhelmed are these people? They claim they need support now. How overwhelmed are they on the scale of 5 to 10? On the scale of 1 to 10, 10 being terribly overwhelmed at the point of break of burnout, 1 being I can still make do with things, I'm fine. How overwhelmed? You would judge that based on your conversations that you would have had with them from module number 2, right? Number 2, their motivation to scale. Their motivation to scale, is it because they have more client intake and then they need to expand, or they are expanding by faith? I would put I'll put it that way, or they are expanding by, we believe, without plan. They are scaling without plan. So you'd have to understand your IPC has to contain that. Now, your IPC, their openness to delegations, their openness to delegations under the people that they fire people at will. Like after you work with them for like a month or 2 weeks, they are already giving complaints and they are ready to fire you. Are they those kind of persons, or are they those kind of long-term thinkers or short-term thinkers? That's the hiring habits. Then trigger points, pain point triggers. The pain point triggers as well would be part of your IPC. Then decision makers. Who are the decision makers in the company? Is it the CEOs? Are we targeting the CEO? Are we targeting the COO? Are we targeting the founder? Are we targeting the operations manager? Are we targeting the hiring manager? Who are we targeting? Right? Number 2, that would be contained. Number 2 thing when creating your IPs, your ICP is behavioral characteristics. Behavioral characteristics such as having a clear business goal, right? You want to have a high quality client that has a clear business goal. We are doing A, B, and C to have the result of X, Y, and Z. It's clear, simple and clear, right? Number 2, understand this in terms of behavioral characteristics that high clients, they have previous experience hiring VAs, whether a good VA or a bad VA, they've hired VAs before. All right. Another thing that you should understand is that they have the ability to make quick decisions. If they don't want this, they don't want it. No matter how you try to coerce or cajole your way in, they don't want it, they don't want it. Number 4 is they have the habit to outsource tasks. That's how you know, in terms of behavior, that's how you know a high quality client. They can outsource, they have the ability to easily outsource, and they are professional with communications. They are professional with communications, right? What are the red flags that you need to look at when you are creating your client profile, and you observe all of these when you are conversing with them. When you have the first two, three, I should be having, today's date is 5th. Yes. Tomorrow is Saturday. Saturday is 6th. Sunday is 7th. Monday is 8th. On the 9th of December, yeah. I just thought about it that I would be having a kind of prospect call and all of that. And every of these things, I would be on the lookout for it. Now, I have had conversations with the person previously, and we've kept up communications on LinkedIn. I've observed that they know what they want, right? Now, where red flags will occur are as follows. Number one, when they are arguing about price. Yeah, as good as it might see, I've worked with a client that I told my rate is, so this is how I told her my rate. She asked how much would be compensating. No, she asked what is the pay rate, and I explained. I said what I will feel, that understanding that VAs in your location charges $40, $50 per hour, and I am in another location, based on my experience and my expertise, I would be willing to work with you at $20 per hour. Now, she said it's a fair price and it's not something she has at the moment. However, oh, goodness God. I'm distracted, and the reason why I'm distracted is work. Woo! Apologies, everybody. Just a moment. Apologies, everybody. Okay, apologies. I'm back. I hope not to be distracted again. So, where was I? So, she would plead with me that I start off with $18 per hour and there will be room for increase. I didn't argue about it because I saw her sincerity. Now, that is different from a client that tells you, I saw another client. Yeah. I saw another client in New Zealand, and I told him about outsourcing and all of those stuff. And he asked for my own pay rate. I told him my pay rate, and he was like, okay, if I'm going to outsource VA to him, how much would it be? And yes, boss. They've told me to stay away. Oh, phone, I'm staying away. So they told me I told him my pay rate, and he was like, okay, that based on my experience, he would not argue with that. But if I am outsourcing VAs to him, it will be lesser than that and all. I was like, sure, we have a range. So he asked for the range. I told him, and the first thing he said was, hell no. What? I train people, I get them to be in the best professional state. I am outsourcing them to you, knowing fully well that locally you can't afford that standard. Even if you go on Upwork and all, you would come around juggling the headache of fake VAs and the likes. And I am giving you a fair price, and you're telling me hell, like he said, like hell, I'm going to pay that. Click. I ended that call. I did not stay a second for that Because number one is it's not just a slap to my VAs or a slap to me. It's a slap to my country. It's a slap to Nigeria. It's a slap to my continent. It's pretty much you looking for a modern day slave. I ain't gonna do that. So clients that argue about price, it's a huge red flag. Number two that you should look out for is a client that gives one-line sentence reply. This that they send one-line responses. Come on, we are not in a relationship where we are fighting, and then I'm asking you, how are you? Fine. Who are you? Where are you? At home. Have you eaten? No. How did your day go? Fine. No, we don't do that here. If you are not clear, if you are not professional, if you are not clear, detailed about what your response is, about what your wants or your needs are, we can't work with you. I'm sorry. Number three thing that you should also look out for is clients that don't respect boundaries. My team, we don't work weekends. It's simple. As much as there is a lot of work to do, one step at a time. We don't work weekends. I am never ever going to, as much as I would suggest it at some point in time due to desperations and due to the fact that, we need to get this thing done. There is a boundary. And a client that doesn't respect boundary is a bad client. Take it or leave it. Is a modern day slaver. All right. Number 4 is a client that is expecting immediate results without clarity. I want to be able to there was one funny lady that I ran ads for. Okay, because I was desperate at that time. So I was like, okay, let me just take it up. So I took up the gig. I ran ads for her. She said she wanted many clients to reach out to her, blah, blah, blah. I gave her the charge. I said, you will pay $20 for the ads. It's just cheap, just $20. She argued. She said, please, I don't have money. Let me pay you $5. You and who are doing $5, my friend? Get out of here. So then she promised another thing that you will look out for. Clients that tell you, just do this for me. I'm going to recommend you to many other people. They will not recommend you to. So she wanted quick result, and we ran the ads. The ad started to generate results. She got there's another lady that I know that if she runs the ad for me, even if it's with 6,000 naira, she will run the ad, but she doesn't care whether I get result or not. I said, that's the difference. So I automatically just stopped working with her. Anyways, it was a desperate period at that time. So they want immediate result. And one of the things I mentioned then was I informed, I said, you have a large number of people that have indicated interest in your product. You are not following up with them. You just feel because they've seen the product, they should go and buy. No long talk at all. Who does that? My sister, it is well with you. The Lord is your peace and muzzle. Now, a client that don't know what they want is a red flag. Now, understand this. A bad client will waste your time and prevent your growth. Take it or you leave it. A bad client will waste your time and prevent your growth. That's the truth. Right? So, a typical example of an ICP. I just did an example for a real estate client. Is now we're going to go through one after the other based on, we're just going to do a real quick thing based on demography. Demography includes location, industry, company size, revenue range, right? This person is a busy real estate agent. We are looking at demography, psychography, and decision maker. A busy real estate agent is more like the owner of the agency, right? So he's busy. That's the overwhelm level. And is a the decision maker being that he's a real estate agent. Now, manages 10 to 40 listings per day. Spend times on calls and viewings and overwhelmed by admin tasks. Now, this is where it gets interesting. The need is someone to manage leads, emails, and listing updates. The pain point is I can't keep up with follow-ups, because look at it. If she has 10 to 40 listings, 10 to 40 apartments, and these 10 to 40 apartments, let's say on a daily basis, 5 people calls or reaches out to her for each of these apartments. That's, let's say she has 20 listings, for example. She has to listing, that's about 100 people. She will call 100 people. And she needs to also manage these 100 people, send emails to them about the pricing, about features, about any necessary detail the housing contains. And then out of these 100 people, remember it is 5 per listing. Out of these 100 people now, 3 or 2 or 4 for each of the listings have indicated interest that they are ready to buy. How do you think she's going to keep up with follow-ups? It's going to be hard on her part or on his part. So definitely they need let me just cramp up another ICP. So a coach or a consultant and wants to scale. Remember, psychography wants to scale, and then they need content support, and they also need community management. People will be asking questions about the course or about the coaching program, and they need to maintain the brand consistency, because again, what is selling her or him? How am I putting her? What is selling him or her as a coach is how much of the brand is visible online, right? So we get the gist. Yes, we get the gist. Number 3 thing that we want to look into is researching where clients are found. In the module 4, I'm going to break every of these platforms one after the other. I'm going to break them down one after the other. So as a client acquisition specialist, you must know where number 1 place, and I'm just putting it in no particular order. Like, I'm not putting it as, oh, this is the best and this is the least. It's in no particular order. Number 1 that we are looking at is the Slack community. There are a lot of communities on Slack that you can join, and with the help of let me remember, who can there's a bot, there's a AI on Slack that is who can, that's the name, who can bot. And when a founder or a business owner just asks, oh, I need help with something, the bot shows up with who can help, and then you can just type and you can get connected with the client. Right? That's just, there are different communities. We have, I joined some, then there's Gen Z vice chairman, there is Africa Tech community. There are quite a lot that you can join. Just search on Google for Slack, for free Slack channels or free Slack communities. Google will list them out for you and you can easily join them. Right now, the number two is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is best for CEOs, coaches, HR agencies, consultants, agency owners, even freelancers and job seekers, right? And you can use LinkedIn search, you can use LinkedIn groups. I don't know if you are aware, LinkedIn have groups. You can use the comment strategy to, get clients as well. Number three are Facebook groups. Facebook groups, you can search for coaches groups, real estate groups, founders community, business owners community in different locations. Yeah. Discussion groups, business support groups, different. There are VA groups. There's a VA group I am privileged to be in, virtual assistant service, and I've seen many job opportunities from there. I have actually worked on 2 gigs from that platform as well. So they are good places to get VAs or to get people that need VAs, right? Number 4 is Twitter. Many of us don't know this, but many tech founders, many SaaS founders, that's software as a service, software as a service kind of business. Many of these founders, the first place they go to when they start business, the first social media platform they want to pull is Twitter, right? Because Twitter has a lot of banter, a lot of back and forth communications, and it's great for founders, tech entrepreneurs, CEOs, and all of those things. When you just mention, oh, I just started an agency, I need an investor, I started this agency that does this, that brings this kind of, so we need investors, we need blah, blah, blah. The turn up is quite always on the high side on Twitter, right? And you can use Twitter on the commenting, on engagement strategies, on direct value posts, on DMs as well. You can easily send DMs on Twitter as well. Number 5 is Upwork and freelancer.com. Upwork is a platform where you can also find people that are looking for VAs or remote professionals. Agencies are there. Truth, understand, agencies are there. Businesses are always seeking ongoing assistance, right? Number 6, email prospecting, cold email prospecting. So you can go on Google Map, search for businesses on Google Map of different niche industry location. Use Hunter.io, Apollo.io, Snove.io, any of these email extracting tools to be able to get their email so that you can send cold DMs or cold emails to them. Job board is another one. You have Craigslist, you have Crunchbase, you have AngelList. Yes, you have AngelList, you have we work remotely, we have flex jobs. Now, these platforms are already looking to hire people, right? They don't want to go through agencies. Now, but you pitch the right way as an agency, there is always room for consideration. Now, there is how you should analyze a potential client in 5 minutes. Going to delve into in potential clients in 5 minutes. Number one, look at their websites. Calm down. The patient bone dog. All right, calm down. So look at their websites. Look out for their services. Look out for gaps. What is missing in their services? If you check our website at the moment now, there are a lot of things that needs to be updated, right? And anybody that is following what I am teaching and pitches to us that, oh, I can do it and then get it done, can easily get paid. And that is how it works. If the money is there, you get paid, right? Number 3 is poor content. The content writing on the website, is it good? Is it scattered? Is it, if there are no systems, when you're clicking a button and it's not taking you anywhere or where it is supposed to take you to, is another thing. Outdated designs, no social proof are things to look out on the website. Number 2, because they don't have a website, they will have a social media platform, again, because they are selling online. So they need to have a social media platform. If they don't have a social media platform and they are selling online, the Lord is their strength. They should be online. All right. They should have social media platform. Look out for inconsistencies. Are they posting consistently? If they are posting consistently, what is the result of what they are posting? Is there a poor branding? Are the contents weak? Like Eric, is it helpful? Is it valuable? Is this lack of engagement? Now, all of these are opportunities. Yeah, all of these are opportunities. Number 3, check their team. When you check their team, and I think, okay, DVI should make a post about the team pretty soon. Please, I'm just saying this out. So I don't forget. So check their team. If it is a one-man business, they need VA. They need a VA. If they have a team, they need to outsource to scale. If it's a team of 3, they definitely need hands. If it's a team of 5, they still need hands. Right? Number 4, check their comments and reviews. If clients complain about delays, poor communication, missed deadlines, they need support. They need admin support. Identify their pain. Do they post regularly or do they post at different intervals? Okay, today they post very early in the morning. Tomorrow they post very late at night. Inconsistent. We mentioned that at the social media part. Now, no HR structure. No HR structure in the sense that they just hire. When they hire everybody and they ask everybody, okay, you, Mr. A, what's your role? They just brought me here. We don't know what we are doing here, but we are here. They said I'm going to be posting, Sha, but I don't know what I will post. And they said, I'm here, Sha, I'm here. Have they given you tasks? Have they followed up? We are here. And they've identified their pain. Now, when there's too many hats being worn by social media management, is handling graphic website design, is handling review on Google, is handling too many hats. Is one of the pain points you should identify. Also, inconsistent client delivery. Now, when you observe every of this pain, this analysis will help you to tailor your pitch properly. It will help you to craft your email well. And crafting the email is not hard. It's very easy. Go to ChatGPT, list out the pain points, share the website, list out the pain point that you have observed. ask ChatGPT to draft the best pitch for you. They draft it, you review it, you add any other thing that you believe is needed to be added. You pitch, you pitch, you pitch. So, number 5, and I think that will be the last lesson on this module, is how to build a prospect lead. A prospect list. That's in terms of lead generation. For a while, I still do it once in a while now, and it's interesting to do. It's sweet, anyways. Now, I have listed some tools here, and they are basic tools. There are other ones that comes out to use all of this. You are very good to go. If you understand to use some of these, you are still very good to go. The most important thing is that you have a system that helps you generate leads. So Apollo.io is one. I think Apollo.io has a free version. Hunter.io as well has a free version. Snove has a free version. Instant Scraper is free. Clearbit has a free version as well. Crunchbase is free. Crunchbase is technical to use, but it's free as well. Sales Navigator, LinkedIn Sales Navigator is paid. There is only the 1 month trial period that you can leverage on quickly, but it is paid. Number next is Google Maps. With Google Maps as well, you can generate leads. And we are going to do all of those practical in subsequent module of this training. Number 2 is the type of leads to collect. It will not just collect every information. There are certain information that is needed for you to collect. Number 1 is the name of the decision maker and the role of that decision maker. You need it. You need to get it. Number 2, the company. Which company are you targeting? The location of the company, the email address of the company. You can also get the email address of the decision maker as well. Their website, LinkedIn profile, their industry, their pain points category. And we're going to talk about it when we are identifying, when we are when we are looking into lead generation practicals. Now, if you are able to identify the pain points, remember the last slide, you are checking their website, you're checking their social media platforms, you're checking their comment reviews, you are checking their team to understand where the pain point is. So if you're able to identify it, you can just put it there, right? So number 3 is qualification framework. A qualified lead must score high in spending power. How do they pay their team? Do they pay them like slaves, or do they pay them compensatingly well? You should understand this. Pain intensity is another qualification. The need for support is another. Do they need support now, or they are planning to need support? Business activity is another one. Hiring readiness is another one. How eager are they to hire, right? Number 4 is the lead segmentation. How do you organize your leads? Organize your leads in industry, level of urgency, level of interest, niche, and the operation, the outreach channel. There are some that now it's important for you to generate your daily routine as a client acquisition specialist, because you also generate leads. Your daily routine would be that you add at least 20 to 50 leads new leads every day, qualified leads every day. Maintain weekly lead lists and expand into new niche monthly. So, for example, if you target the healthcare if you target the healthcare this month, you can look into a different niche under healthcare, and then you prospect like that. We're going to talk about industries and niche as time goes in subsequent modules as well. Then the more refined the leads, the higher the appointment setting rate, and hence the higher you'll be able to close the deal. And I want to appreciate you for this, for spending the time to watch this. Please, it's important that you are not just watching or you're not just jotting down. You are taking them into consideration based on the resources that has been shared, or based on the resources that you have access to, that you have been given access to. All right. And you start to do something with what you have learned so far. And so until the next module, I want to say thank you. And yeah, in the next module, we are going to be looking into the channels that we have mentioned earlier: Slack, Facebook, etc. So thank you for going through the module, and have a great day ahead.